We are at the Smithfield Hospital where the bus and a truck disaster patients have been brought to this hospital. We can tell you now that the number of patients that have been brought to the hospital is 22 including the two truck drivers and the one bus driver. But to give us more with regard to what is happening in the hospital is the MEC for Community Safety, Mr. Ishmael Modiba, who decided from the accident scene to come to the hospital just to pass a message of encouragement to those victims. MEC, we have been with you at the accident scene. Now we are at the hospital. What sort of picture have you managed to get, speaking from those those who are in the accident?
Well, we firstly spoke to the medical personnel when we arrived here, and they gave us the status regarding all the patients that have been admitted here. The sense we got is that 3 of them are a bit of a concern, but not very serious. It is concerns that can be medically managed. We further really want to convey our sincerest condolences to those that lost their loved ones, because we being at the scene, we saw what happened there. Even the 2 drivers of the truck and that of the bus are also in this hospital. So they gave us their side of the story, but we're not here for that at the moment. The police will investigate and determine what exactly happened. Those that we really spoke to them here, they are well taken care of, and they are at the moment okay with the services they are receiving here. We can also see that our medical personnel are doing their best. Some of them have been taken for x-rays. Some of them were just managed and they are ready to be discharged. So all in all, the situation is under control at the moment. It's really very much unfortunate because we understand that this accident happened in the early hours at around 3 a.m. Now, we always say to drivers, both of light vehicles, trucks, buses, please let's obey the rules of the road. When you are traveling long distances, take 2 hours of rest. After 2 hours, take some rest. And when you know that you are going to drive in long distances, don't get yourself into using any intoxicating substances, be it alcohol or anything, because in that way will contribute in making sure that as we use the roads in the Free State, we contribute to the safety of everybody else. But really, it's something very unfortunate and terrible that has happened. We saw it at the accident scene. It's very, very horrific. We also will have to look at providing some counseling to the police that were at the scene and the emergency medical services, because these things also, they do affect us all. I was personally there, so I saw the accident scene. It's quite horrific. So they will also need some counseling so that they are also okay.
Quite horrific indeed, as you said, MEC, and it was clear for all of us who were there. MEC, like as you were inside there speaking to interacting with some of the patients, you could hear that some were even asking about some of their belongings which are still there. Obviously, they will get them as and when they have been converged at the right place. The number of the deceased so far, can we say that where are we? Because earlier in the morning we spoke about 10. Is the number still 10 or has it increased?
No, so far we haven't received any different reports. What we know is that 10 people were deceased in the accident. So we haven't received any further indications. We hope that those that are receiving medical care, they will heal completely.
Thank you, MEC.
Thank you.
That is the MEC for Community Safety in the Free State, Mr. Ishmael Modiba, speaking to us with regard to the accident that happened in the early hours of this morning between Reddersburg and Smithfield in the Free State. The accident is alleged to have happened around 3 a.m. in the morning. It is the accident between a bus and a truck. The truck was driving towards the direction of Bloemfontein, while the bus was driving to Idutwa, as the MEC had earlier alluded to us that it was driving from Joburg to Idutwa. Jutwa in the Eastern Cape, and the majority of those who are involved in that accident, those who are receiving medical care, are at this particular hospital in Smithfield, and that is the situation. Earlier on, we managed to speak to the two of the drivers who are also getting a medical attention in the hospital, and what they said was that it was soon after they had exchanged driving, and the other driver was saying that he was now resting at the back, sleeping. That's when he saw, together with his co-worker, that the bus from a distance, it was veering off the road, like moving from its side of the road, and that's when the accident, the impact happened, as we have seen that from how the bus is damaged and the truck is damaged. But that is the expertise of the police to make accident reconstruction, to determine, after speaking to both parties and the witnesses in terms of the passengers, as to what happened, and they will make a determination. So that is the situation with regard to this disaster that has happened in the Free State. We are talking about 10 people that have died. So we are talking about 7 women and three men that have died in this accident, and the rest of those who are injured have been brought to this particular hospital, Smithfield, and those with critical injuries have been taken to Pelenomi, and that is the situation as unfolding at this particular place.